Okay, this is Pack 10 English for Post 16. We're looking at grammar practice. Okay, so we're looking at words that get confused. So two and two. We're looking at there, or there. So they are with the apostrophe is replaced for they are. There with the I, that's about thinking about a person and their belongings. And there with the H-E-R-E, like here or there, that's how I think is sort of positional. So you've got some ideas there. We've got some other homophones there. We've also got some instructive writing, so following instructions. We've got, again, varying in difficulty, purple, most difficult with support. Reading for pleasure, so have a little look at things that you can find around the home. Speaking, some speaking and listening activities. Again, remember, green for everyone. Blue, if you feel you can do it. Purple, most difficult, or if you've got support. Some spelling practice, good technique here. Look, say, cover, write and check, write and check. Okay, we've got some different words this time, getting more difficult, and finally some more difficult words. Practice them over the week if you want to. Then some narrative writing, so we're going to look what narrative writing is. Okay, and then look about whether you can write some yourself. Practicing your listening skills, so another nice activity here. So, listen to your partner for this one. You need a partner to describe something and then see if you can guess what it is. And then using conjunctions, a nice one to make it interesting. Your writing more interesting. So we've got some different options there. Okay, this time we're looking at Post 16, Pack 10, looking at maths. So we're looking at some durations. So how long is something? So we're going to look at some times. We're going to look at a little bit of table here. So the times of some TVs. Green for everyone, remember. Blue. And then purple with a bit of support if you want to challenge yourself. So some more TV programs here, some durations, see if you can work it out. We've got some different ways to help you work out the durations this time. Okay, so we've got some clocks. We've got some questions there about those different programs. We're looking at some different TVs this time. This time I want you to put them in order. Okay, cut them out if that's helpful. Then we're going to convert our time. So an analog clock, as you can see, is like the actual picture of a clock compared to digital, which is the writing. So again, we've got some different activities there. Then we're going to look at 1 hour later. So do you know how to add an hour? So 6:45, 1 hour later will be 7:45. Okay, got some different ones here. Put them from earliest to latest. So again, looking at time, working out the duration. And then we've got about extending it for the purple question with support or if you feel you can do it. Here's some more hour later ones to practice. This time we've got some ideas here again about looking at some timetables. Starting off then with some TV. Then we're looking at some train times, so same skills but looking in a slightly different way. Opening and closing times, so starting again, nice little recap with the TV, but then making it a bit more difficult, a bit more sort of varied. We're going to be looking at the shop opening and closing times. And then we're going to look at the after midnight and morning. So again, something that people get confused. So looking at AM and PM this time, so mixing it up again. Okay, nice little introduction there. Purple for more challenging one. Now we've got digital and analog clocks. Again, this is a skill. Sometimes you will use a clock that's got a clock face. Sometimes you're going to be looking at it in terms of the numbers. So you've got some more activities there. Okay, and that's where we finish. Okay, this again is Post 16 Pack 10, so we're looking at the other activities. So the English and Maths we've covered already if you've seen those videos. So independence this time, we are going to look at some road signs and driving theory. Some people requested this, so we listened, and we've got some information here about what sort of information you'd need if you're going to look at your driving theory test. So some questions here that you might want to give a go. A little bit more about road signs and driving theory, so talking about getting a provisional licence and what sort of cars and vehicles you could drive. Again, we're looking at green questions for everyone, blue a bit more difficult, purple if you've got extra support or if you want to challenge yourself. Then we're looking at good food hygiene practice, again another good independent skill for people, and we do cooking when we're allowed to, so it's another useful one for us to have in school, so you can see there. Then we're moving down, again checking dates of food, all very important stuff, adding that information to a table. A little bit more here about food hygiene practice, again really important stuff, because as you can see, food poisoning happens if you don't follow these sort of rules, so nice useful information to read. Then we've got some questions here, blue, so do it with support if you need, or on your own is fantastic. So you're going to talk about which parts of the fridge you use for different foods. Purple, most challenging, do it with support or on your own if you want that extra challenge. Interview preparation, you could be getting a job relating to the food hygiene, working in hospitality, or otherwise just interview preparation for other jobs. So you've got some ideas about how you might look, talking about the interview, sort of things, interview questions, and how we should behave. So all really, really practical skills. And even college interviews is something that happens even if they're online. These are good tips that you can use for those. Okay, things we can avoid doing in the interview, another useful one as well. Some tables to fill in. Then we're looking at personal, social and health education. So not just in interviews, but how to speak and behave respectfully towards other people at all times. So again, very useful skills for in school and elsewhere. Also got about how to be polite, online meetings and emails, sort of modern things that are becoming more common these days. Then we're going to do a little bit of work about wages. So imagine you were successful in that job, talking about the types of wages and where that money goes. It won't all go to you, as you'll find out. So a little bit more about salary and wages here. So useful information, understanding your pay slip. And then we've got some PE. So we've got some yoga dice here. So if you print it out, you can cut it out or make your own one from a cereal box and put these different exercises on. Different type of active dice here, as you can see. And another one there. So just another way to mix it up. And if you want to, use some of these pictures to create your own active dice and use that one. So we've got some more suggestions there and a blank one if you've printed it off. Then we've got these EHCP targets with the idea that these can help you reach some of those education, health and care plan action ones at home. So differentiated again, green for everyone, blue for some people, purple with some more support if you feel you can do them.